Hey everyone, welcome to the 1804 show, chapter 2. I'm your host, Della Will, and this is another video of 1804 films. So tonight, I wanted to talk about the origin story of Pookie Benny Robinson from the movie New Jack City. And it's just really sad just how his life ended. And I know like he's the joke of the movie, the comic relief, and Chris Rock, I would say one of the greatest performances of all time. Because there's no telling what kind of research that he had to do to prepare for this role, but nailed it out the park. Because crack was very distinctive back in the day. And it's just for him to be able to embody that character was tremendously great. But yeah, it's just really sad because he was a young guy just trying to survive, but ended up getting shot for trying to rob Scotty, Ice-T character, and just having to come back to looking like this, looking broken, defeated, a scavenger, trying to get a Christmas turkey so him and his girl can eat. And I know a lot of people laugh about this and joke about it, but it's just the more that you watch films as an adult, you begin to look at things for what it is. And he ended up beating his girlfriend, and Scotty came up to him, not just as an enemy, but as a concerned citizen, was just like, look, man, what's wrong with you beating up on that girl? And he was just like, I'm sorry, like the crack be calling me, I can't control it. So he was hopeless. So Scotty ended up sending him to rehab to get treatment. And those rehab scenes were so realistic, well done, and well written, by the way, because you just never know how much of an effect drugs play on people. So that was well done. But it just was apparent that he'd had nobody, not even family, but Scotty. And the moment he got out, he wanted to make things right by Scotty being his CI, being his informant. But that ended up going left because he relapsed. And it was a terrible idea on Scotty's behalf to put an ex-junkie into a room full of drugs and stuff like that. Like he wasn't going to fold. But what really made me mad about all of that was just the chief or their supervisor that was just being mean to Pookie, and also his partner, which is telling him like, it's not a good idea to put a junkie or a crackhead on the payroll. But Scotty messed up by putting all that pressure on Pookie anyway, saying that he owed the community and blase. Because that was a lot of pressure to put on a young dude like Pookie, man. And I really felt bad for him. So I don't think that it was his fault, but it was just apparent that he was going to fold. And then just the fact like, he started to be high and do jumping jacks, which was funny, I ain't gonna lie. But it was just like really sad. Just they caught him like that and they took him in the back and killed him. And just the look on his face like, help me, Scotty, I'm going to die. Man, I know just that whole sequence was very fast, and a lot of people really didn't have time to really catch on to what he was saying. But damn, he died. He got killed. You know, it's just when you watch movies like this, you really begin to think of things that you ain't think of back in the day, you know. But he was just a kid that was trying to do right by his community by bringing Nino Brown to justice, you know, but ended up paying with his life. And his whole funeral, to me, was very sad. No mom, no dad, no siblings even showed up. Only Scotty and his partner and their supervisor only showed up to his funeral. So it was just really tragic. And I just really enjoyed just the writers of this film giving Pookie just a little ounce of hope left, and that he died trying to do right. Because a lot of times people don't die doing right or try to make amends, if that makes sense. But it was just unfortunate. And Scotty just have to live with that for the rest of his life, that he got Pookie killed. But yeah, y'all, I'm out. I just wanted to share my thoughts on this particular scene because it was powerful. Like, comment, subscribe for more videos to come, and have a blessed day. Peace.